Now, the Lamborghini build has been missing for good reasons. I had a major setback in the paint. Let's get into it. Now, I went ahead and taped up the body because I needed to spray certain parts of the car black, including the trim. All the other parts turned out excellent. And before I started to take the tape off the body, I thought the body was in excellent shape as well. Right there. Right there is when I knew I was in trouble. So at that point, I just wanted to take the rest of the tape off and see how bad it was. I was going to give it the old college try, but I still knew I was in trouble. I tried my best to use a lighter sandpaper, 3000 grit, wet sanded. I just want to see could I lift up that extra black and expose the paint again. It did not work. It went through the paint. So here we are, retaping again. And this time, everything turned out all right. This is no clear coat on here. This is just me respraying the car, the flaming orange, and making sure I didn't have any bleeding of the orange onto the black now. We would have been going backwards at this point. At this time, I decided to apply the front end and the rear end to the car before I applied the clear coat. There were also additional body panels that I needed to add as well. Now this is our clear coat. I did some night spraying this time. I was anticipating rain, this crazy weather in Florida, so I didn't have a chance to set up the camera. But this is 3 applications of the Krylon triple thick clear coat. And I took about an hour between each clear coat to make sure that paint didn't get too hot. You know, I'm talking about chemically hot. And I end up with wrinkles or bubbles or some other crap. Now I'm slightly behind in this build due to the setback I had with the paint. But I'm going ahead and move full steam ahead. I got some parts that I need to paint blue, including the brake calipers and the interior. Now this is a basic Rust-Oleum paint that I bought at Home Depot to do this interior and the brake calipers. Now you really need to watch these directions due to the fact that Many of your steps are going to be in the pictures and you cannot understand the writing because it's in Japanese. And one mistake I made, I put the brake disc on backwards. And basically once they're on, they're on. Especially if you glue them, you have to glue them. And I learned that the hard way. But long story short, I went ahead and got the front suspension done, and now I'm working on the rear suspension. These 4 shocks were a monster to get on here. I finally figured out that I had to glue the shocks to the body and then put the fenders over top of them. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I lost a little momentum with this build when I had that setback in the paint. But I started to pick it back up when I got to the interior. This is one of my favorite parts of this car so far. You know, this is a Lamborghini, a rich man's car. He can customize it, or she can customize it any way they want to. And if I had this kind of money, I would do a Lamborghini in flaming orange with the blue and black interior. Once again, that blue and orange is a nod to my alma mater. Go Warriors. Now, this is my 3rd shot with the embossing powder. Definitely my best application to date. I dumped the entire container on this interior. Gotta have that weight. Gotta have that weight. Now the decal for the dashboard was pretty dark. They had one that was like a gray color, and it just fell apart on me. So I had to use a nighttime dash. But I really wonder if I had better luck if I just painted the dash myself, the dials. Now would you look at that? That's absolutely perfect. Now of course I'm going to clean certain parts off that I don't need the embossing powder. Yes, but to date, this is my best embossing powder application for the flocking. That old school shifter is a champ, right? And as you can see, I used the silver or gray, if you want to call it, flocking to bring out that blue and black. I don't think you will be able to see the nice contrast if I'd have used black carpet in this situation. As you can see, I also painted the rims black. Well, I was able to recover with the setback from the paint. I'm very satisfied with the interior. Let's see how the rest of this build goes.